Good morning, Christa Forrester.
Good.
Okay, well, you dropped out for a second. Good morning, Christa. How are you doing?
I'm good. Can you hear me?
I can.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Can you
Oh,
not hear
frozen.
me?
No, you're kind of freezing up. I don't know if it's me or you.
Oh, boy. Let's see. Hey, everybody, it's Karen Butler. Can someone just chime in if you can hear us real quick or hear me real quick? Krista's saying I'm frozen, but I am looking like I'm good to go. So can someone just say, hey, on a comment for me so that we know we're good to go? Hey, everybody. Krista's dropping off and she'll come back in. We wanted to come to you today and talk to you about the fact that we reopened. It was so exciting for us to reopen. Hey, Krista, welcome back.
Oh boy, I'm back. Technology.
Thanks. Thank you, Trish. I appreciate you commenting there. So I know we love technology. So we are going to keep doing our Facebook Lives. We'll come out with the schedule here in the next couple of days. But we have really enjoyed this time with you guys during COVID. And just because we're traveling, we're not going to stop that. So we'll come back to a schedule soon, with a schedule soon on what we're going to do, because it's going to be exciting. So we traveled. We flew on planes. Right. We stayed in hotels. We ate at restaurants.
Right.
Yes, and we met. Yep, and we met Peggy in person, which was very exciting. So as you guys watch us and we travel around, if we're in your area, please stop by because we'll take good care of you. We enjoyed meeting Peggy.
So
yes,
Karen,
she got one of these.
Before we get started, hey, before we get too far in this conversation, let's talk to them about what travel was like. So many people are still in states and cities and counties that the stages are very elevated, and we may see some of that come back, right? We're watching numbers move, but for those that have not been able to get away from home, why don't we talk a little bit about what protocols we took and how it was received?
Right. Well, so let's talk about just the travel on the planes first and those kind of things. It was very different per airlines. And I do want to say it's very different across the country. Krista makes a really good point. We're very fortunate where the company's headquartered out of Alabama that most everything is open and back to normal, taking good safety protocols with face masks and washing your hands a lot and trying not to get up in somebody's grill, staying 6 feet away. But it's so different as we traveled. Like there's places people are still kind of cooped up inside. And so for all you people that are cooped up inside, we're here for you. We want to give you a voice and help you be heard and talk to you about what we've been doing. So, the trailer protocols were really exciting, and it took us maybe, I don't know, a couple hours to work all of our processes because, it was the first time for us. We're so lucky.
Oh, Karen, you might be frozen. So what she was saying is we were absolutely lucky because not only did we have the support of our partners, we had the support of Bass Pro Cabela's. That's where we were first. We were Cabela's Missoula and then went to Cabela's Post Falls. But we had the support of the attendees at the trailer. It was an entirely revamped process, a process that's so similar to what we normally do, but different. And with all of the COVID protocols added, it did add a little bit of time, a learning curve, but everyone was gracious. We had welcome arms, and even for those that maybe came across the trailer when we were in that learning curve, you were so patient. And we really appreciate your patience while we worked through each piece. Karen, welcome back. You had frozen up there for a minute.
I love technology. Yeah, I'm glad you picked up on what I was saying because they were, we are going to be in Arkansas, Courtney. We'll talk about that schedule later. Though people were so pleasant, but What we did is and we have to fix this. So we surveyed the ladies after they went through the trailer and asked them about our process, because we want to make sure that the experience we give to our customers, our clients, really they're not customers, they're clients, that the experience we give to you ladies is top notch. And so we surveyed them and asked them about our process. And what we're learning is that we use a really cool tool that lets you take a picture, well, not take a picture, but scan a barcode. It pops up a website and you can log in and register, and we collect your cell phone number, your email, and then you get put in a virtual waiting line. And so you don't have to stand there. But what happens is the system has an automatic, when you're next, it sends you a text and says, hey, you're next, come back. And so people were coming back and they were next, but we weren't quite ready to receive them. So that's something we've got to fix, and we will, but it worked overwhelmingly well. People were very satisfied with our process. So they would log into this little sign in here, and then they would come back and they would get into the lines. And we learned a lot in our first 2 shows, and we'll implement some new protocols in Huntsville, Alabama, but for our process of moving through the trailer. But as far as our social distancing and our COVID, everyone got the True Timber little face masks, and they were a lot of fun. And I think there were some ladies that had never thought that they'd worn camo in their lives that had some camo on, which was really exciting for us.
Right.
And husbands that were like, you're giving that to me when you leave. So that was funny for us. And the wives were like, no, I'm keeping it. But we had the True Timber face mask. We had eyewear provided by Birchwood Casey, which was great and problematic at the same time, because with a full face mask, if you don't put those glasses on top, that they will fog up. And so we worked through those kind of little challenges. And I'm telling you guys the truth, because I think that's what you want from us. We don't do anything in life without a few hiccups. It's how you deal with those hiccups, and you adapt and change and move on. And we did that for the first couple hours when we were setting up. And by the time we hit Post Falls, the second weekend, where we had record turnouts, y'all. It was awesome. And it was freezing, by the way. Like, I don't know where you are and what part of the country you are. It was like not comfortable outside. But we had ladies that just were tough as nails and waited in the cold. Some of them, a lot of them went in the store and did a little shopping. But what we found is we were kind of getting into a well-oiled machine once we got to Post Falls. But very interesting, Post Falls is right on the border of Washington and Idaho. And the Idaho went to stage 4 in the reopening of America. And Washington, I think, is still in stage 1 or 2. Like, it was very different where from state to state, just like a matter of 2 miles was a completely different experience. But what else did we do, Christa? Oh, so we had stations.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Cutting out. Okay. I want to talk quickly about that app that we used, right? Because that app, the purpose in the app was multiple, right? It was one, hopefully a way to keep people from having to stand in line and wait physically in their spot for their next step. But it was also part of the COVID guideline, right? We needed a way, if you had been in the trailer previously, when you would come in, you would sign into a kiosk, you, the human, with your own fingerprint, sign into the kiosk, typing on the iPad. And Karen recognized immediately, wait, how are we going to do that with, one, cleaning that iPad between each individual person, or two, transitioning through gloves and transferring potential germs, for lack of a better word, which is why this, the creation of, let's add some sort of non-touchable app. So that's why the scan is there. So I know some of the ladies, if you're watching, if for some reason your phone didn't read the scan, we would enter your data, and we enter the data so that we would be able to stay within those COVID guidelines. And it's one of the things in our after action review as a team, we were like, wait, why have we never used an app like this before? It was so much better to track and help with the trailer attendees and when they were going to come and participate.
Yeah, I got a comment on a comment that just popped in. Christa, I'm sorry. I'm going to it's like rabbit. I'm going the other direction for a second. So Amy Pease said, I'm going to come see you in Huntsville now. I haven't seen you since Southern Illinois Hunting and Fishing Days in Carterville, Illinois. And I went to Carterville, Illinois when I still had the little mom and pop vinyl signs that my dad built for us. And my mom would come and help me sell t-shirts. And so you're in for quite a treat because we've grown just a little bit since then. And so I'm excited to see you. I look forward to you coming out. But that just made me smile. I had to break away for that. But Christa's right about that wait while thing. It worked really well, and we'll work out the few little, I think, improvements that can be made. With every process, you can always make improvements. And we're also going to change a little bit of that process. But y'all, we just wanted to come in and tell you we travel, we were safe, our team is fine, our team had a great time. We did a little side trip to a photo shoot at Alder, Montana. So all of our partners, and I cannot tell you enough how much we appreciate our partners. And, I hope you guys go and tell them thank you for what they do for Shoot Like a Girl, because the way that people can come in our trailer for free, doesn't cost you a dime. We don't try to sell you anything. We don't try to sell you a gun. We don't try to sell you a bow. We don't try to sell you anything. You come for free to experience shooting sports. And that is all funded by our advertising partners and our corporate partners that really fund what we do. And so I hope that you all can tell them thanks. But anyhow, I lost my train of thought because I was talking about how much I love them. But they go into that. You go into our program for free. We're looking at a couple processes to improve how we do things. And we're going to add some classes. And so one of the things that the ladies in our survey said is, hey, while we're waiting, wouldn't it be great to get a class or two? So we're going to do some classes for people that are waiting. So it's real exciting times. It's going to be fun in Huntsville as we try new processes. But we really wanted to tell you that we went on the road. We had 350 people sign in. I don't think all 350 people actually went through the trailer, but it was pretty darn close to that. And we are just thrilled to be on the road, open again, bringing shooting sports across America. And if you look, I posted on this comment page our schedule, shootlikeagirl.com/events, and you can find our latest schedule and find a location near you and go, or come travel and see us. Hop on a plane; it's worth it.
So Peggy is on, by the way. So Peggy Barchi has been part of our Facebook Lives as a follower and a commenter. I don't know if from the very first one, but gosh, it seems like from the beginning. And she showed up in Post Falls, Idaho, and introduced herself. And I saw her name, and I got so excited because this is how we get to know you, and you become part of our family and our group, is through this Facebook Live. And the commenting and the communication. And it was like finding an old friend.
Right.
We were not allowed to hug. We had to do the elbow high fives and all that kind of stuff. But it was wonderful to have her at the trailer. So any of you that are following, or if we're going to a city near maybe some of your friends or family, share this with them. Get them involved. Bring them into the live. We'd love to see them at the trailer. And we'll give them an elbow high five as well.
Yeah. Hey, Christa, we didn't talk about doing our giveaways. I hear the puppies. We didn't talk about doing any giveaways. So let's do a Shoot Like a Girl new blue True Timber hat today for those people that comment and like. And if you've watched a previous Facebook Live and we've sent you a message for a prize, we're waiting on your address so we can mail that out to you. So please, if you've got that message, send that in to us, answer us back.
Right. And we have a few that we're waiting still on. Remember, some of our partners are sending gear as well. And we learned while we were out that most of them are slowly getting back into the business side of their office. All of them have continued production in some way, the behind the scenes piece, but the actual admin department may not have been in. So if you're still waiting, I promise we haven't forgotten about you. We will make sure that they, as soon as they're back in, can ship you the item that you're looking for.
Yeah, and I want to say one more thing about our schedule before we close up. And we try to keep these short, and I think we're kind of rambling. I know we're just at 15 minutes. We're good.
Mhm.
So we did have to postpone a couple of our shows. So we postponed Oregon and Seattle. So we were supposed to go to Springfield, Oregon next weekend, and we were supposed to go to Seattle, Washington. Unfortunately, those in Seattle, their COVID is still very different than it is for us here. And we Bass Pro, the store, and I measured our risks to reward, and we're going to always err on the side of caution where your safety and the safety of our team comes. And so we will go back. We'll do that in 2021. So they are an absolute stop on our 2021 schedule. And boy, Lord, let's pray that we're all through this COVID stuff by then, because we need to just get back to normal. But I will tell you, though, those two were postponed. And watch our schedule often. And if there's some reason that it's not safe for our team to travel and wouldn't be safe for the public to gather, we definitely will abide by the guidelines of the state and the city and make the best decisions going forward. But we are very, 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 I don't know if you can tell, we're very excited that we are back on the road again. Our restart was a success, and it was really a success because of all of you that follow us and our corporate partners. And I have to tell you that our team of instructors are so professional, so dedicated in giving you the best experience that they can, that we're just very lucky that we kind of have the trifecta. We've got great followers, great partners, and a great team. And we can't wait to see you. So hopefully you guys can come see us in Huntsville, Alabama this weekend. 9 to 5 at Cabela's on Saturday and 9 to 3 on Sunday. And come out, visit us, and look for our schedule. And Christa, it's great to see you this way, although it was much better to see you in person. And you guys have a great day today. We can't thank you enough for your continued support. You guys take care. Bye.